What's good, y'all? It's your boy T4, and this is my first video. So, what we're doing today is we are modding a Wi-Fi PlayStation Vita, as you can see, and we are going to be putting the 3G motherboard inside of the Wi-Fi. And the reason why is because I want internal storage on this Wi-Fi PlayStation Vita that I just bought today. Well, I didn't just buy it today. I got it on eBay, but it came in today. But essentially what I have is one of these PS SD, you already know. Basically, this is going to add internal storage to the Vita so that then I can keep the card slot open. But to basically show off this awesome Vita that I just got, I'm actually really happy about this. I just unboxed it, and it came with, came with a screen protector. I was like super happy about that. But that's not even the best part, ladies and gentlemen. It came with this 32 gigabyte memory card. Now, I am literally never going to use this, so it's awesome because I can just sell this thing for like 30 bucks and make up some profit from this thing, because I got this, let me think, $196, I believe, something like that, $196. So, and this one was like only $110, I believe. So, but this one's a special edition, so that's kind of why this one's just like a normal, 3G model. I'm gonna show you real quick. You're gonna see something that you probably haven't seen on a Vita ever, unless you're like really old school Vita fan. It's version 3.0. Okay, this person basically bought this thing and then proceeded to pretty much never use it. Let's take a look at this one over here. This one is just a normal 3G Vita. Nothing cool about it or anything like that. I think it's on, we can check. I think it's on version 3.6 or something. Okay, 3.68. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, you can see it's got the phone number thing right there. It's got the, the IME or whatever. I don't care if you guys see this stuff. Yeah, so you can see right here, no SIM. And essentially, guys, we are going to be, again, taking the motherboard from this out and putting it into this, and then also taking the motherboard from this and putting it into that. I've literally never seen a video of someone doing it, so we're gonna do it today. Now, in order for me to do this, I don't really have like a tripod or anything like that, so basically I'm gonna be taking it apart, and then I'm gonna open it up, and then I'll record a little bit, talk about it, and then I'll do a little bit more, talk about it, do a little bit more, talk about it, and we'll swap it over, and then we'll basically clean it all up and everything like that. So it's not gonna be a full recording of me doing it, unfortunately, but you're probably still gonna get the gist of it, that it is literally possible, right? Just that nobody's ever shown themselves doing it, so I figured I might be the first person to do it. So for the tools, we have these. I think these are hex bits that should help me get the 3G little thingy that's in there out of there. But the tools that we essentially need are obviously a screwdriver. Well, technically 2 screwdrivers. Some clippers. What are these? I don't even remember what these things are called. They're like plastic clippers or whatever. We're gonna need these. And a spudger. We're gonna need that too. Possibly, I don't know. And then the most important thing is your Ocean Spray White Crayon X Peach, or Cross Peach, whatever you want to call it. If you're a PlayStation fan, you'll say Cross. If you're a Nintendo fan, Xbox fan, you'll say X. This is probably the best drink for console modders. Okay, it replenishes your soul. It's full of the antioxidants. Okay, and 100% vitamin C, my boy. So yeah, that's all we need. I'm gonna get started on this, so I will see you guys in a sec. Alright guys, sorry about that. It's been about, I'd say about like 15 minutes. We detached the back off of both of them. So now, you guys are basically gonna be able to see the difference in these two motherboards. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah, so that's literally the only difference, is just this thing right here. Like there's literally like nothing else different about these two, except for this piece right here. You can see it's missing right here. But like aside from that, and I guess this too, this as well. This is for the SIM card. This is the SIM card tray extension. That's about the only difference. And you're not gonna need that. We don't need that. And we just have to take this off. And then we can essentially remove all the pieces off of the motherboard. And then do the same thing over here. And then swap them. You can see this is the board. Literally, this is all you need. And as you can see, there's no, because it's gonna be like this, there's no like little connections or anything that's needed for this. Alright, none of those little stupid little things are needed. So you do not have to worry about, I need those wires though, what about the wires? You don't need them, buddy. Yeah, that's like literally the only difference. Oh, okay. There is one more, technically. There is one more. You can basically see it already. This is the gray one, as you can see. And it has all of this right here. So you just gotta get rid of that. Like literally this entire spot, I have to get rid of. So yeah, I'm going to continue by removing this piece off. So I'll be back again. Alright guys, so it's been another 15 minutes and I finally got this boy out. So honestly, I was a little bit scared because I thought that I was scared that I didn't have the right bit to take them out. Because if I can kind of show it to you, if you can kind of see it. Well, you can't, but basically it's like I think it's like a hexagon. It kind of looks like an asterisk basically. And the ones that I brought down were a little bit too big, but luckily I rechecked my toolbox and I actually had the right bit. I believe it was a T4, right? Like a T4 bit. Also, I'm using this. I highly suggest you get one of these. They definitely come in clutch. And it made it pretty much a no-brainer. So we are slowly getting there. We still have a lot to do. Mainly just like unscrewing stuff and unclipping a few little clips here and there and whatnot. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Okay guys, so it's been, I think maybe 30 minutes. I'm not even really paying attention to the time, but basically getting the motherboard out really kind of sucks a little bit. So essentially I was trying to keep these controller boards inside. Now I was able to keep this one inside, but I could not keep this one inside because the camera, there's two cameras. The front facing camera is right under, kind of tilted up a little bit. You can see a little circle. Yeah, it's right there, and that is under the controller board. So you have to take out at least one controller board. I was hoping to just take out the motherboard itself and that's it, but you do have to take out one of your controller boards. You just have to. There's no way around it. You can see that it's still connected. I didn't even unplug it. I mean, I didn't unplug either one. I just kind of lifted them up and out. I left these little tabbies on, one on each side, because I'm gonna be using these ones on this, so it's just a little bit easier. But yeah, I think there was like an extra like, well, for this one, for the Wi-Fi one, there was probably like I want to say maybe 4 extra screws. No, 5 screws that I had to take out, so that I could get the motherboard out. But we essentially have it out, and I can kind of take a look at some of these parts. Like, this is the accessory port. Yeah, it's been about like 30 minutes. I was struggling. I had to go on iFixit. Take a better look at this board. I had to go on iFixit to figure out what I was missing, because the board wasn't lifting up. And I realized it was that little piece right there, that little guy. So anyway, we got it out, so I'm gonna move on to this one. Oh boy, okay, we're back again. I think it's been only 10 minutes actually, because that other one was really giving me trouble, but we did get the motherboard out completely. It's looking pretty good. Basically now we just have to do it all again. Twice. I'm telling you, man, I am tired. I'm getting real sick and tired of this thing, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Let's take a look at the board. Hold on, let me bring it up closer to the light. I'm in my kitchen, kind of looking at this. Some of those solder points look smaller than I thought they'd be. That might be interesting. Yeah, you can see that. That's the front-facing camera. And then right back here, that is the rear-facing camera. So essentially, all I gotta do is just take this and pop it into here, essentially. And then kind of just screw everything back in. I need to add the PS Vita SD, which I'm about to do right now. Actually, let me do that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I know I was supposed to come back and insert that, but I realized that I wouldn't be able to get this little piece in if I did that. So I decided to not do that just yet. But as you can see, we are, well, I shouldn't say we're done, because we're not done. We still got a lot of work to do. Put this thing back together. This SIM card thing is never going back in there ever again, so I might as well close that off. Yeah, honestly, it's just gonna be a lot of like tidying up from right here. So I'm not really gonna bore you guys by showing off all of that. So I'm just gonna put it all together, and then I will come back. Alright, y'all, so this is pretty much end game for us. We're practically done with that one. The only thing we have left to do is, I'm trying to show you this area right here. So we gotta remove all of this. So this whole thing has to get removed. This has to get removed. This and that. So again, this whole gigantic area down to, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Like a little clock looking thing. Basically this whole down here all the way to up here has to be completely empty. Otherwise that otherwise this thing won't fit inside of it. So let's do that. So as you guys can see, I took out all that stuff. Yes, this is the silver one, ice silver. I added a little duct tape only because there were a couple of little nubby pieces that I could not, under any circumstances, sorry, I couldn't get them all. So you can kind of see them poking out a little bit, but I added that there because I'm a little baby. I really didn't need to add it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not gonna like affect this like fitting or anything, so there's literally no reason not to, but there's also no reason to do it at the same time. And this is our finished board, ladies and gentlemen. Let me set that down right there. Yeah, so we have that in. We're gonna get a lot of errors with this stupid thing in, but it's whatever. As you can see, everything's in. Everything, all the tiny little clips are pushed in. Screwed that in. The camera's in place. All of the little buttons and everything. The on switch, this whole board. That's back on. Left and right are back on. I can't think of anything else that needs to be put back on. This is the the SIM card tray spot, but it's this. This is what goes like right here. But we're not adding it obviously because what the hell would we need it for? It's pretty much useless at this point because we have this. Can't use this. So yeah. This is the Wi-Fi board. And this is the 3G board. So all I have to do is connect the back and turn it on. So let me put the back on and we will turn it on. Alright, so the back is on, and so the one way to know that everything's connected and working, okay, so I can't show it to you technically, but the PSV SD, right around here somewhere on the PSV SD, there's a little blue light, and once this thing has power, that blue light will flash, and that means that you've pretty much done everything right. So again, I don't have any other like pieces to connect. We can't use that. I connected all the little connector pieces up as much as I remember, so all we can do now is turn it on and hope that it works. It should say no SIM right up there. Okay. Okay, so all right. So we gotta go through the setup. God dang it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you see? I told y'all it was gonna work. If that didn't pop up, that would mean that it didn't work. But that popping up tells us that this is working, ladies and gentlemen. This is working. That is how we know. That's and by the way, that's supposed to show up, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make sure you guys understand it has to show up. Okay. I was wondering if it was gonna show up once I finish this or now, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, so that's supposed to show up. You have to add you have to obviously you have to mod it so that you can get the PSV SD to work, but that showing up lets us know that it is working. So, but I want to get my goddamn confirmation. Hold on, because it didn't show it up there, so I need to go to okay, I scared myself for a second. I thought no SIM was supposed to show up here, but apparently it doesn't if you take it out. But if you guys see right there, you see how it says phone number? You only get that. Also, if we go back in the video, we'll see this this IMC and this MAC address, so you guys will know Now this is the board from the white one that's now in this one. But yeah, I mean, that phone number showing up, that's all you need to know. That literally proves that this mod does in fact work. Again, I have never seen anyone do this mod. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not that I haven't seen anyone do it. It's that I haven't seen anyone make a video proving that it works. Literally, I've never seen a video of someone proving that it works. But this is the proof, baby. This is the proof right here. This is the proof in the pudding. Whoo, man. I mean, yeah, we're done. I'm going to close this thing up, and I'm gonna make sure that it charges. But just give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to see this live. And okay, so let's show this off. It does fit. It did close up. Obviously, they're basically exactly the same. But I want you guys to see it charging live. If I can do this one-handed, that would be epic. Booyah, baby. You see it charging? That's how we know it's working, but that's how we know it works. Now, let's turn it on. Before and after, ladies and gentlemen, before and after. Basically, all I gotta do is add the screws back to both of them. This isn't going back in. Honestly, I don't think the SIM card tray is gonna fit in there. Like, I'm having trouble with it, getting it to align correctly, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in or if I'm gonna take it out. So, yeah. We will see. Everything else, it's working good. I love this. All right, guys. So editing T4 back. It's been about what, like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks since I did this mod. And I kind of just forgot to, like, I guess show off like the finished product. This is basically what we're going to be looking at today. So obviously, this is the now modded system, and this was my original. So I used to play on a 2000 model, and I've had this one for like, I don't know, maybe 3 years or so. This was my original. Well, this wasn't my original. My original Vita is upstairs. It was the black one. That was my like original one, but this one was my original modded one that I used to use. And so as you can kind of see, it has an SD to Vita in it. So we have a ton. So basically what I did was I copied all the files that were on this one and I put them onto the 1 terabyte. So this one was a 512 gigabyte SD card, and this one has a 1 terabyte card. Yeah, you're gonna see like all the files, they're exactly the same way. Let me go back to the top. It's exactly the same. Actually, let me do it at the same time so you guys can kind of see that they're the same. Okay, so yeah, that one, and then we have that. That's the same. That's the same. So as you can kind of see, they're all pretty much like exactly the same. Just a difference in like where some of them are, like these two. I don't know why they're like that, but it doesn't matter. I fixed them on this one, which was what was important. But yeah, I just moved everything over, and I've been using this thing for 2 weeks, and I only had there's only like one bad thing about it, and that is that the using PSV SD uses up a lot more battery, like significantly. Like I think it's got to be like more than twice as much as this one. So like if I don't have this thing plugged in for like a day, when I come back to it, it'll be at like 70%. This one was turned off, so that's why it's at 70%. But and I had been using it before that, but this I unplugged this, like look, it's at 97%. I unplugged this not even like 5 minutes ago. I unplugged this and it's already lost like 3%. So it just eats your battery, unfortunately. And there's really nothing you can do about that. But I still think it's kind of worth it. I mean, the screen looks way better than this one, like insanely better. I love the screen. I love the OLED model screen so much. It just looks a lot more brighter and more like crisp and everything. This one still looks fine. Like and if you use the one method to like make the screen slightly brighter for the 2000 model, it still looks really good. But when you put them like side by side, you can clearly tell like this one is just way brighter and way better than that one. But other than that, I just wanted to kind of add in this little tidbit. But yeah, this is like my new official Vita that I use. I don't use this one anymore. And I probably won't ever really use it anymore. I mean, it got the job done for the years that I had it, but I still think that this one is better because of the work that I put into it. So that's really all I have to say about this, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, so please leave a like, subscribe, share if you want, or don't. It's up to you. Not forcing you. But appreciate all of you that watch this video. Appreciate anyone that subscribes and wants to stick around, because the mods are only going to get better, baby. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Peace.